Alright folks, the Vickers Main Battle Tank Mark III, Tier 10 Special British Medium Tank, practically a basic platform for the proven 𝗩𝗡𝗋𝗋𝗋 Royal Ordnance main cannon. So designed for export, it is mostly meant to be sold, whereas the vehicle is cheaper to produce than the Centurion or let alone the Chieftain. So mostly sold to India and used by Kenya and Nigeria. So practically a basic sniper with the proven 𝗩𝗡𝗋𝗋𝗋 gun, but we already have a lot, like 4 vehicles that uses the 𝗩7 at tier 10. The Leopard 1, a 𝗩7A3, obviously the Centurion, the WZ121B, and a modified version on the OF40, the Lion. So yeah, there's a few, as well as American, their own version of a 105, the M68, and the AMX-30B has a French version of a 105, different gas system in the bore evacuator thing. But yeah, there's a lot of sniper medium tanks at tier 10. This feels kinda basic. Has assembly shop written all over it, but it's not as fast as a Leopard 1. Doesn't have as much armor as the Action X Centurion, but hey, it's cheap. Hopefully the cost is also cheaper in an assembly shop. I doubt it. Let's see. It's not a bad looking vehicle, right? It's proven gun on a workable chassis, right? Proven, but it's not a bad looking vehicle. There are no tumors. Well, then again, the armor is mostly 80mm at best, so not that much armor to work with. It's not a bad looking vehicle. You're sniping. You're at far distance engagements, not close range. Ranging machine gun should be a 12.7. It's a L6A1 ranging machine gun, but coaxial is a 7.62, and there should be 2 of them in the coax spot. But yeah, no smoke canisters workable yet. Cannot deploy smoke. Alright, fine. Let's take a look at the stats. 𝗩7 APCR round, fast shell velocity as expected, high explosive into tank for gold round, alpha standard, has a HESH round, but then again, the 𝗩7A3 on the Leopard 1 also has a decent high explosive round as well, so standard. DPM, okay, it's fine, 8.5 seconds without the 100% crew, 2 seconds aim time, 0.3 accuracy. Not half bad, but then again, all the snipers usually are good at what they're doing, so yeah, same ballpark. 10 degrees gun depression, 20 elevation, 50 rounds, crew of 4, fits all your Centurions. Horsepower per ton ratio is decent, but it's not fast, especially the top speed, only 50. The Centurion has 57 or so, or 55. So it's technically slower than the Action X Centurion. It's nowhere near as fast as the Leopard 1. Leopard 1 is 70, so also about 20 horsepower per ton ratio. It is nimble, but it's not fast. It can move about in a circle, but it's not as fast as you would like for a sniper medium tank. Has a little bit more health than the Leopard 1, and armor is crap. 410 meters of view range, radio standard. It's a sniper, but I mean, unless this thing has dramatically more DPM than a Leopard 1 at the cost of speed, then there's nothing to really talk about. Sniper medium tank, crew of 4, radio operator is also the loader. Yeah, fits all the British medium tanks. 100% crew, DPM about 2,900. Yeah, about the same ballpark, but yeah, pen is also about the same ballpark. Wait, Leopard 1s have about 278 or something. So about 10 more millimeters on the Leopard 1, if I remember correctly. But this thing has slightly more health and faster traverse. But yeah, 50 degrees per second for traverse is quick. But then again, this thing has no armor. So it's nimble, but it's not fast. Yeah, 50 kilometers per hour top speed is a big hampering spot about snipers. But camo, practically average. View range is good, but It's a sniper. Wait, let me take a look at leopard ones just to be sure, so I don't pull stuff out of my ass. Camo's about the same as a leopard 1. Has 50 more health than the leopard 1, but yeah, leopard 1 has 70 km/h top speed and faster aim time, better accuracy, 10 more millimeters of penetration. Shell velocity is about the same too. What about the gold shell? Gold shell is APCR as well, but even faster with more pin compared to high explosive anti-tank. Alright, high explosive is not bad, but this thing has more alpha. Leopard 1s have a modified alpha for the 105mm. Alright. Yeah, better accuracy on the Leopard 1 and better aim time. 1.6 compared to 1.9. Yeah, obviously faster top speed. View range is also the same too, right? 410 as well. 10 degrees gun depression is a little bit better than 9, but yeah, 20 km/h top speed is kind of big. So basically, high explosive anti-tank in comparison to APCR for gold shell. I mean, this round it will go through stuff like non-fenced STRV-103s in some aspects, but or space or slope armor, highly slope armor. High explosive anti-tank works better than APCR, but doesn't work well against super armors or super conquerors and space armors. So yeah, toss up. But yeah. The only downside is the speed of this thing. It's not fast. It should be a sniper, but it's not fast. I mean, vehicles like the K91 are not fast in a sense, but it has a lot of camo, right? So there are trade-offs, but yeah, DPM, yeah, same ballpark. 2,900, 2,800 has a little bit better DPM than the Leopard 1 by 50, but that's not saying much. Holy crap! They rammed the shells on the WZ-121B very quickly. 3,000 baseline? That is nuts. It's been a while since I played with that vehicle, but holy crap. 3,000 base! But only 55 km/h top speed. With, yeah, so it's like about the same mobility version of a 121B, except not as much armor. And deep, no, okay. Yeah, it works with 5 degrees gun depression. Yeah, gun depression on this thing sucks ass. Alright, fine. Yeah, gives and takes. Trade-offs. Yeah, traverse on this thing is quick. But yeah, 1,900 health. Feels about the same ballpark. 40-ish tons. Yeah, mobility-wise, does feel kinda slow. But it's fast to turn. It is still somewhat nimble, but yeah, it's obviously better camo than the freaking M60. Why are they comparing the M60 and the WZ-121B and not the Leopard 1 or the Lion? No idea. Yeah, it has assembly shop written all over it. So let's talk equipment. It's practically the same as the OF40 or the Leopard 1, but it's not autoloader, so let's see. Sniper, tier 10s. No, AMX 30B, practically about the same. Rammer is a must. You're damaging, you're sniping. Rammer. And turbocharger, definitely, for the first slot. 50 km/h top speed is bad. So add 5 more is pretty dramatic. 10% more top speed. Pretty good. So actually, it's 7.5 for medium tanks. That's even better. Or no, 5. That's 7.5 engine power. Percentage engine power. It's 5 for the km/h top speed and 3 for the reverse. So you need the 5. 10% more engine power. That's pretty nice. So yeah, definitely turbocharger. You could play around with coated optics. I don't think you need a improved aiming or vertical stabilizer, but yeah, view range is good. I think view range might be the second option for the second slot. So definitely coated optics. The basic medium tank setup. Rammer, coated optics, turbocharger. Field mods wise, better traverse, even more traverse at the cost of penalty to a damage ammo rack and damage gun. I don't think you need that much traverse, but if you're getting hit, you're doing something wrong. This thing has better traverse than a non-modified turret on a Leopard 1, so you could pick the first one for a somewhat situational survivability, like if you have a damaged track and damaged engine at the same time, so you want to fix the track first to move out of the way without heavily hampering on a more modified penalty to a damaged engine. So, but then again, you're not supposed to get hit, so this one's a toss-up. I would choose better traverse, but it's already pretty good in traverse. Second one is dispersion or aim circle size. It already has good accuracy, so better dispersion while moving the gun about and moving. Yeah, this one. Optics for better camo or reverse speed and suspension repair speed. Better camo. You're sniping. You're not in the front line. This one is mostly for combat medium tanks like a 430U or M48 or even the Centurion for that matter. But aiming mechanism, reload time or aim circle size. It buffs the DPM by 200, which is not bad, but aim circle gets a little bit worse. 0.29 to 0.26 on the Leopard 1. So I mean, you don't really need that much DPM. In some scenario, you need to hit your target, right? And if you're getting shot at, then you're not DPMing, right? You have to run about. You have to go back into cover. You're not DPMing all the time unless you're way back in the field. So I would recommend better accuracy. Cutting 200 DPM for better accuracy and landing more hits, kind of important for a sniper across the map, right? I will say better accuracy. And finally, engine power or aim speed. Definitely engine power. Aim speed is already decent enough. Better engine power. It's already decent in terms of mobility with horsepower per ton ratio, but yeah, if this thing would buff the top speed, that would be great. But hey, better engine power doesn't hurt, right? At the cost of some aim time. Aim time's already good for the Vickers main battle tank. God. It has assembly shop written all over it, but it's an export tank. In reality, it's an export. It is designed to be weaker in terms of armor, mostly focused on the gun. But yeah, it's not as fast. It's also slower than a Centurion. with less armor too. Also, they buffed the Centurion dramatically with better dispersion and fancier stuff. Alright, Centurion, tier 10. Yeah, this thing is a versatile, but it's still sniper-ish with the L7. It has armor though. It has somewhat situational turret armor. You can still jam a high explosive anti-tank round right here. It will pin, but hey, it's still workable. As well as hull armor, as well as slightly more health. And better top speed. It's, yeah, 57 compared to your 50. And better engine power too, baseline. Oof, yeah. Let's see, Centurion, Action X. Engine power is 19.99, 20. Yeah, this thing has 1.25 less horsepower per ton ratio. And 5 kilometers per hour top speed less. It has obviously less armor too, but oh yeah, definitely export. Definitely a tank to be meant to be sold for money, but oh. If this thing would cost less than the actual OF40 or the Lion, I wouldn't complain, but 1 million free XP for this thing. Holy crap. I mean, it doesn't feel as fast, doesn't have the DPM of something like an AMX-30B. It's no gimmick like an auto reloader like with the Lion. So what's going for it, right? I mean, as long as this thing is cheap, that could be the upside. That is the qualifying assembly shop bonus points if this thing is cheap to produce and buy, but I doubt it. So nothing really spectacular. There are vehicles that does the same job but better, right? Much better. Better top speed, getting into sniping position faster. If only this thing is cheaper to buy, but we already have a few candidates at tier 10. So they're not going to put another Chinese heavy tank for Clan Wars. It is likely the Object 452K for Clan Wars this year. So stealthy heavy tank. One of the best stealth. It actually got nerfed from like 21, was it? But whatever. Yeah, one of the stealthiest heavy tank at tier 10, but it's Russian. DPM is, we already covered all these vehicles, we don't need to talk that much more about it. But yeah, this one is likely for Clan Wars. They're going to put the BZ72-1 for assembly shop, or possibly a skin for auction. But the MBTB has been in the game files longer than the BZ72-1. This has been in the game files for about a year now. This was showcased last year around January. It got nerfed, but originally I said this thing was a chieftain killer of a heavy tank. Then they nerfed it, but yeah, I think this thing is going to get mothballed, and the BZ72-1 is going to be like one part of assembly shop for this year. The Vickers will be the second part. They're not going to put a light tank in assembly shop. It doesn't feel good to pay that much resource for a light tank, right? Not really. So Kampfpanzer 70K will be possibly mothballed as well. Well, this vehicle is likely a 5 out of 10. It's workable. It's definitely workable, but there's nothing spectacular. Nothing. I mean, it's not bad, but there are vehicles that does the same job better, or even with a gimmick, right? So no auto reloader, no auto loader, no DPM spike, no turbo mode for something like a CS63. Nada, nothing. So yeah, I mean, this thing is a DPM machine, fine. This thing has a turbo mode that could be partially a Leopard 1 in some scenarios. This thing has an auto reloader gimmick. This thing has about good camo. It's not as fast, well, still decent enough mobility, but has the best camo for a tier 10 medium tank. It's better than the Batch Hat too. And the Leopard 1 is gold standard, better gun, more alpha, better accuracy, better aim time. What does the Vickers main battle tank Mark III have? Cheap cost? Hopefully it'll be. Otherwise, yeah, it's a 5 out of 10. It's okay, but yeah, nothing spectacular. No armor whatsoever. Well, there you go, folks. The Vickers main battle tank Mark III. It's not Valiant. It's not Mark 7 yet with space armor, so yeah, that thing is way too modern. But hey, hopefully it's cheap. But as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.